aren't we? The early bird. You know, Rachel, you really should think twice about depriving yourself of beauty sleep. At a certain age, a woman can never really catch up.
Yes, I know what you mean. I don't have any more time for your beauty secrets, Cecile. I'm late already.
What? Where are you going? Before coffee and croissant.
Well, I'm meeting Felicia over at the community center. I'm helping with the Thanksgiving food drive.
My, isn't that selfless? Well, I guess a woman should keep herself busy when her husband's away.
He's not away, Cecile.
No? Oh, I thought he was because he hadn't been spending nights here, and well, far be it from me to pry between your sheets.
You know what? You really ought to find something useful to do, Cecile. Why don't you come over to the community center later? It'd be just the thing for you.
I don't think so. Thanks anyway. I have so many appointments, but you keep up the good work. In no time, you're going to look just like Mother Teresa.
Oh.
Yes, is Cass Winthrop in? He's where?
You know what, Cass, I think this isn't such a good idea.
Don't you want to stay and volunteer? Come on.
No, I'd love to, but I think it's too soon. So...
Lori, I know you miss your little boy, but maybe, as Frankie would say, you need to channel your energy in a positive direction. You have a lot to offer these people here, especially the young ones.
Hey, hiya, Hans.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, if you're here to volunteer, bless you. I don't know when we've seen so many hungry people.
Lori Michaels, this is Judy Burrell.
Hi.
Judy is she's the powerhouse that keeps the community center up and running.
Not by myself, I don't. Here, hand these out to the kids. You'll be very popular.
Bye. All right, so, what do you say?
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Good. And if you enjoy it, you can volunteer on a regular basis. You know, keep yourself off the street.
You know, I've been keeping myself pretty busy these days.
Yeah? What have you been up to?
All right, already. I'm coming. On. Lorna Devon.
Hey, since when do you answer the phone at home like you're in the office?
Since I'm very late for work, Mother, I've got to go.
I know. Wait. What are you doing for your lunch break?
Oh, well, I'm up to my ears with publicity for the new wing, as well as dealing with bomb threats.
Yeah, I know you're having a very rough time, but, well, I found a fabulous dress at Jacqueline's, and I want to show it to you. I think it's perfect for the hospital gala.
Mother, I'm sure it's lovely.
Honey, it'll be my treat, you know, sort of as a thank you for that wonderful outfit you got me for John's party at the Harbor Club.
You know, this really isn't necessary.
Honey, picture yourself on Gabe McNamara's arm in a periwinkle blue sheath. Up to the neck, very classy. What do you think?
Mother, I'm sure it's lovely, but I kind of had something else in mind, you know, short, strapless, kind of cut down to nowhere.
Honey, this is your first date with Gabe. You don't have to look like some liberated cave woman.
Are you saying that I'm going to be arrested for indecent exposure?
Well, I do think he's just a little conservative.
Well, then I really have my work cut out for me, don't I? Gabe McNamara has any libido at all, which I'm not convinced he does, then I'm going to have to pull out all the stops to find it.
Hey, you got to get a move on. The folks down at the community center are waiting for Dr. Hudson to do his magic.
I'm not so sure it was a good idea to volunteer my services.
Why not?
Well, what if I run into one of those reporter friends of mine? Can you see those headlines? Malpractice doc volunteers to kill again.
John, you stop that. Now, you took responsibility for Ben Michaels' death to get the hospital out of hot water. They never should have suspended you.
Listen, my point is the community center does not need any more bad press.
No, what they need is a doctor, and that is you. All those little kids and families who can't afford care, do you think they give two hoots about what the newspapers say? No, you had the guts to walk into Bay City General and show them who you are in front of all those reporters. Now, today, you go down to the community center and you remind them of what you do best.
One for the Gipper.
Yeah, I mean it.
Yes, I know.
You are the best. And the suspension, the financial problems, we will work through that, I promise
I'm
you.
going to be late.
I know. All right. Now, you go get them, Doc.
I'm going. Yes, sir.
Well, you're right on time. Come in.
Captain.
Yeah.
That wiretap on Lorna Devon's phone turn up anything interesting?
No new intelligence so far, but we're going to keep your lines under surveillance.
You are still considering canceling the gala.
If we don't have any suspects in custody, the party is off. I'm not going to risk the lives of patients or guests at this party. But this new wing will be dedicated in the memory of Captain Harrison. Now, I know all of you want to see this dedication ceremony go forward, so it's our job to make sure that this would-be bomber is stopped. Lieutenant, I gave you an order to compile a list of possible enemies that Captain Harrison may have.
I did that, sir. It's right there.
Thank you. Now, is there anybody on this list who you think might have a problem with seeing Captain Harrison honored, even posthumously?
I think there's a few, yes, sir, but they're all either incarcerated or dead.
Okay. Anybody you could have missed, overlooked?
I doubt that, but I'll double-check it just in case.
Good. Thanks. Carlino, test results on the latest bomb threat.
Yeah, preliminary forensics report, sir, shows no prints. They're still trying to determine which magazine the letters were cut from and the type of glue that was used.
Okay, we need this information ASAP.
I had the lab put a rush on it.
Good. All right, listen up. I'm going to need profiles on all terrorists, suspected, or radical groups that may be working in this area. Now, we're going to be getting information intelligence from FBI in Chicago at 1600 hours. All possible suspects are to undergo a rigorous police investigation. People, this case is top priority. Any questions?
Yes, sir, I have one.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked on a case such as this before?
Yes, I have.
So with no time left, what's our next step?
Well, who's ever behind this is obviously looking for attention, which virtually guarantees that we're going to receive more threats. The only thing we can do is work our tails off, hope for a break, and make an arrest. All right, let's go. Let's get to work.
Oh, here I am. I'm not my
Hi, I'm so glad you decided to come.
You two are lifesavers.
Good.
Here, have fun.
All right, I had to get out of the house. Here, let me give you this. Oh, gosh, it's been one of those weeks. Hey, let me help you. What is it? Is it Carl? He's hardly ever home anymore. Honey, I think he's hurting, you know, from Ryan's death. That's what it is.
I know
Turn around.
he's grieving. His son died, but he's making an obsession out of it, and I can't seem to help.
I'm surprised. He's always listened to you.
Well, he's not listening anymore. I only seem to make it worse. He tells me that he's going to try to get on with his life, and then he continues on with his obsession, and I don't know what to do.
You know, when Luke died, I wouldn't take help from anyone. Because it was a senseless death, like Ryan's. And God knows I didn't get through Luke's death with flying colors. I didn't even do it sober, you know
I
that.
just need some advice, that's all.
The gala is coming.
Yeah?
I think if Carl goes to that, you know, and is around people that are honoring Ryan's memory, it may help him get through this loss. What do you think?
I hope so.
Man, these kids are really thirsty. So, what were you telling me before about how you've been keeping yourself
I
busy?
didn't realize that today was the free clinic day. I used to take Ben here, you know, for vaccinations. This was what we could afford. You know, I was thinking, when the settlement comes in, maybe I'll donate money to a charity so that kids like Ben can afford the medical attention that they need.
Well, that would be incredibly generous of you, Lauren.
I just don't like the idea of taking money from my son's death.
Whoa!
Hey, you all right? Yeah? Oh, let me see that fire engine. How cool. Hey, do you know the difference between a tiller rig and a tower ladder? Yeah, I'll bet you do. You want to know who taught me? Someone very, very special. Honey, where's your mom?
Lori. Nobody knows. We found him wandering the docks early this morning. No coat, no shoes. Child welfare's on their way to pick him up. Look at that precious child. What kind of mother would abandon a boy like that?
A mother with no idea how lucky she is.
Well, the original Frame Family Farm is in Chadwell, Oklahoma, but I felt like this farm was home the first day I saw it.
You know, I always thought a farmhouse like this would be a lot bigger. Some of those bedrooms are tiny.
Yeah, I always thought they were cozy.
Hey, at least you got a big kitchen here, huh?
Yes. Yes. This is my favorite room. This is, especially at supper when my family's around the table, passing food and sharing the day.
You don't have a dishwasher?
You're looking at it. So what do you think? Do you think that we can get a price for it?
Well, that depends. Now, after you came by the office the other day, I went through a list of possible buyers I have. And there's this couple, young couple from back east, who have been looking real hard for a farm just like this to raise a family.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well, this certainly is a good place for raising children.
Oh, I bet it is. The only problem is, I don't know if they can meet market price. But if you're willing to settle for a little less than market value, I could have this sold by the end of the month.
This month?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all we have to do is have the bank send out an appraiser, we set a closing date, we're done.
No, I thought that it took months to sell a house.
Oh, no, not always. What I am going to need you to do, though, is sign this form releasing permission for me to put it on the market.
No, Mr. Donnelly, listen, I'm gonna need more time.
Charlene, I'm not sure you really understand. Farms aren't exactly prime real estate around
No,
here.
I know.
And qualified buyers don't come walking through the door every day.
Yes, but a whole extended family is going to be affected by this sale. Now, I was hoping that I was hoping I would at least have the holidays to work this out with everybody and explain why.
Wait a minute. Your family doesn't know you're selling the farm?
No, not really. I mean,
listen.
Not yet.
This is a very big step you're taking here. I mean, you got to give some thought to this, to whether you really want to sell the farm or not.
Mama?
Don't I know you from somewhere? You look vaguely familiar to me. Here you sneaker. When did you get in from Oklahoma, huh?
Oh, this morning. We took an early flight so that we could surprise you. Welcome home, Frankie. Cash sure missed you.
So where's my beautiful little Charlie girl?
I dropped her off at the Sitters. I went to Wallingford's and they told me you were here, so...
How's your mother? I didn't expect you back for at least another week.
She recovered a lot over the weekend. I mean, I always knew Mama was strong, but to see her fight back after this stroke, it was just incredible.
Whoa, admiration for Emma. Does this mean you two made peace?
Yeah. We did pretty well. Not 100%, but we've forgiven a lot.
Well, good. You made the effort, and that's what's really important.
And what about you and Morgan? Any luck?
I'm really trying, but I wouldn't expect him over for Thanksgiving dinner.
And what about John? What? Why don't I let you two catch up, okay? Laura, stay. I want you to hear this. I was with Charlene when John called her in Oklahoma. He has no income right now. The bank rejected his loan application. There is no way he can possibly pay off this huge settlement.
Frankie, I'm aware of John's situation.
But it's Lori. This is going to destroy John's entire family. Do you understand that?
I think it would be best if we continued this conversation in private.
Why don't I go see if they need any help in the kitchen?
Couldn't you be more sensitive to what she's going through?
Why do you have to be so protective of her?
I thought you understood the pain that she's in.
Are you going to be as sensitive to John and Charlene's pain when they're left with nothing?
That's not the point right now.
It most certainly is. There is more than one victim here, Counselor.
Don't make me the bad guy. I wasn't responsible for Ben Michael's death.
And neither was John Hudson, but he's paying for it.
That was his choice. Why are you doing this to us?
Me? You're the one who's encouraging that woman to get away with highway robbery.
You were supposed to stand behind me. You said that you supported me when I first took Lori.
Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have said you're acting like a big jerk. Sorry. I didn't mean that.
You know I never wanted to hurt John and Charlene.
Yeah, but then you have to find a way to help them, Cass. Lori listens to you. Can't you ask her to take less money?
I did. I asked her if she'd reduce the amount of the settlement, and she wouldn't budge.
Can't you try again?
No, she said there's no way.
Can you explain to her what she's doing to our family? She's hurting you and me as much as John and Charlene, not to mention
Can't
Morgan.
use emotional blackmail?
Why not? Isn't that how she got you to represent her in the first place?
Come on, that's not fair.
Isn't it? She owes you, Cass. You were the only one who stood by her when Ben died.
Do I have to remind you who lost out here? Lori's son died. I didn't put my brother in the ER that night. I didn't ask John Hudson to take responsibility for Ben's death.
I know this isn't your fault,
Then
Cass.
why are you attacking
because
me?
Because this stinks. How are we supposed to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving? What do we have to be thankful for?
Frankie.
The fact that your brother won't even speak to you? The fact that John and Charlene are practically bankrupt? What happens if we can't even spend the holidays with our own family?
You just got home. I don't want to fight with
I
you.
can't deal with you right now. I have to get out of here.
Oh, Rachel, I came as quickly as I could. I can see how these people need me.
To see you? I will give you a call, Nolan.
Here, take my card. Now listen, if you decide to sell, don't wait. It gets a lot tougher to sell in the winter.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
All right. I was going to tell you tonight after dinner.
So this is what it's come to? I mean, this is the only way that we can pay John's malpractice
Look,
settlement?
The farm is our only asset, Josie. The house is paid for, and there's a lot of land.
And a lot of memories,
Yes,
Mama.
yes, that's true. That's true. You were so young when we moved in. And Gregory has spent his whole life here.
And you and John were married here?
Yeah.
Twice?
Look, I didn't say that it was going to be easy. I did not say that. But if it will make things right for John, then I will do anything.
Oh, Mama. I mean, remember how we used to come out here every night and drink lemonade and look at the stars and that old bullfrog that starts to make all that noise as soon as it gets warm.
Gregory swears he's going to catch him one summer.
Mama, he may not have the chance now.
Gregory has been through worse. He's been through... How about the years that I was away? When I wasn't myself? As long as he has his mom and dad.
You're right. I know that. He's a tough kid, and he's going to adjust to anything.
And what about you?
I'll be
You'll
fine.
be okay
Mom, I'm
leaving
gonna
the
be
farm?
fine.
No, I want the truth.
The truth, I was thinking about getting my own place anyways. You know, closer to work, you know.
And this police officer that you've been seeing, who you have not mentioned lately.
Well, given our work situation, it's not a good idea to talk about it too much, you know?
Well, you know how I feel about keeping secrets.
Mama, please don't worry about me, okay? I mean, you're the one that has to sell the farm. What about Tomas? Have you thought about how you're going to tell Tomas?
No. I don't know. I don't know what to do about Tomas. I've taken care of him since his mother died, and I am very worried about Luisa.
Well, Tomas has a good job now, you know, so he can take care of himself, and he definitely can support Luisa now.
But that doesn't mean that he's going to understand.
Mama, can I just say that Tomas would do anything to help you and John. We all would. Now, how about John? How is he taking this? I'm sure he wasn't too thrilled about you selling the farm.
He doesn't know.
John doesn't know that you're selling your farm,
I'm
Mama?
going to tell him.
When? The realtor practically has you out the door.
Look, how was I supposed to know he could work so fast? I was trying to do some research.
And you're warning me
before
about
I
keeping
spoke to
secrets?
This is not exactly a secret. Now, what do you think, that I'm just going to sell the place without telling him?
John is going to be really upset, Mama.
Maybe not, all right? We'll deal with it.
Face it, he's going to hate the idea.
I think once he gets used to it, he will see. He'll see that it's all for the best, Joe.
Oh, Mama, you don't sound too convinced.
It's the only way. This debt is crushing John, and if we don't find a way to climb out from under it, I am afraid that, I don't know what's going to happen to us.
Yeah, well, dear, what brings you back to Bay City? Obviously chasing around after a married man, would that be it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
That was more your style, wasn't it? I was always a bit more subtle.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd be able to make it today.
Well, I canceled all my appointments, Rachel. What could be more important and more rewarding than charity work? Now I can't wait to get started.
Oh, good. You can help us clear out. Oh, I think you should take a look in there. I'm sure you'll find a couple of your ex-husbands lurking.
This way, Cecile.
Yeah, right.
Breathe, girl. You want to tell me what the problem is? Oh, hold that thought. Let's hear it for Dr. Hudson. Welcome back, Beth.
Didn't expect an ovation.
Oh, well, you deserve it.
Yeah, well, maybe so. It's my pleasure, certainly. Hello, Felicia.
Hello, John. It's nice to see you practicing medicine again.
Well, I thought I'd give it a shot. Dr. Joke.
Yeah. Felicia, do me a favor. Show John his post.
Sure. Well, I hear that Charlene is back.
Yes, she's
How's she doing?
just fine.
Well, I give her my best.
I will.
Well, I guess we should get you started, huh?
How are you?
Miserable little urchin, look what you've done. You've gotten this stuff all over my new Pierre. Oh, but that's all right, sweetie. Let me see. You're all cleaned up. Now, you be a good boy, and you're going to grow up to be a nice, strapping lawyer. Okay? That's all right, sweetie. Don't you worry. Oh, yes. My goodness. Fancy running into you here while I'm on a mission of mercy.
Yeah, right. And I'll probably get the short end of it.
John, I don't know if you've noticed, but, well, I feel a little lost around you right now. The truth is, I don't know how I'm supposed to act.
Yeah, I know. I've been experiencing the same thing myself. Maybe we should just pretend that nothing happened between us.
Captain, you wanted to see me?
Hi, yeah, come in. I'm sorry to take you away from your job, Miss Devon.
Oh, time out here. We're going to the gala together. I think you can call me Lorna.
Fine. But this is still official police business.
Okay, your message sounded really important.
It is. Please, have a seat.
All right, be straight with me. You've had more threats, am I right?
No, I just wanted to clear up a misunderstanding between us. I'm afraid when I mentioned that we were going to put a tap on your phone, I don't know if you understood that I meant both your work phone and your home phone.
You're bugging my home phone?
Yes, just in case.
Captain, I did not give you permission to invade my life. You have to take that off, erase it, just get rid of it.
I don't think that would be a wise decision.
Well, why not?
Because you've already received a threat at home. Now, whoever slipped that under your door knows where you live. Obviously, we have to assume that they may know your phone number.
So what are you saying here, that I'm a target in this thing?
No, the gala is a target, not you.
Really?
Yeah. The fact that these threats are being sent to the head of PR at Bay City General just means that whoever this is has inside knowledge of the workings of the hospital.
In other words, they're just using me to get their point across.
Yeah, it's been my experience that these people usually target one recipient for the threats. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you're in danger. It just means that you're very vital to this investigation.
Exactly when did you start listening to my home phone conversations?
Last night. I'm sorry. I should have cleared this with you.
And is it you that's personally monitoring my calls?
Yes, I am.
So then you heard when my mother called this morning?
Yes.
Exactly how much of it did you hear, Captain?
All of it.
Oh, what do you get some kind of sick, perverted pleasure out of doing this, Captain? Is that it?
Excuse me. McNamara. When? All right, Flip, hold on. I'm going to put you on the speakerphone. Patch it through so that we can hear.
You've ignored my warnings. The clock is ticking.
We got another phone trick. Paulino, check with Flip. He's getting a trace.
I'm on it.
Sinclair.
Yes, sir. I know. You want me to get that voice analysis from forensics and do it yesterday.
Go.
Hey. What's going on?
I'll tell you later. You look absolutely beautiful. Beautiful.
That was my home phone, wasn't it?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'll do what I can to have my home phone changed to unlisted number as soon as possible.
No. If you do that, then this creep won't be able to get in touch with you. Now, like I said before, who's ever behind this needs to know that they can get to you so you can get the message out.
Try telling that to my knees right now.
Listen, if you're too scared to do this, I will figure out something else, another way to work. We'll get your phone changed. I'll put a detective outside your door.
No, that's not going to help anyone. I want the sicko in jail before the gala. I'll do what I can.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, but...
What?
Just give me a minute, okay? I'm not really good at this, but a couple of minutes ago when I exploded at you for bugging my home phone, I guess I owe you an apology.
Are you deliberately ignoring me, dear?
No, just wondering when you'd pounce.
I'm not pouncing. I merely said that it was an amazing coincidence, us running into each other here today.
Was it? Now, if I were to check in at Wallingford's, would I learn that you'd been looking for me?
Lucille, leave Cass alone and come and help wash up the preschoolers.
Yeah.
Oh, tell the little angels I'll be right there. We have to sit down and discuss my legal matter, okay?
Forget it, Cecile. I cannot represent you. I've dealt with all the legal problems I want to for the rest of my life.
Lucille.
Gertrude.
Saint Rachel.
Cass.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What happened to Frankie?
She had to leave.
Oh.
I should probably call her and see if she's all right.
Oh, I'm sure she's just tired from the flight.
Yeah, maybe. So, where have you been?
Oh, there was a delivery out in the back. I had to help. You would not believe the amount of food these people are going through. It's incredible.
How's it going? You like volunteering so far?
Yeah, well, it's difficult being around the kids, but you were right as always. Feels good to help people. I think someone lost this. Hey there. Is this yours? You want to play with this?
Well, there you are, Mr. Alvarez.
Thank you,
If
sir.
the flu bug bites, it won't bite you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Warming up, Doc. Warming up. You don't recognize me?
No, I don't. Should I?
Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 1st Marines. March 1967, July 69.
Cheddar. Hank Cheddar.
How you doing, Doc?
Well, Corporal Cheddar, I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
A long time since now.
Yeah. Yeah, an awful long time. What have you been doing all these years?
Oh, I've been making a tour of the VA hospitals. State calls what I got adjustment difficulties.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, what are you going to do? Nobody wants a demolitions expert on the outside, especially not one with a metal plate in his head, huh? How about you? Come home in one piece?
Well, yeah. Yeah, sort of.
Huh. I figured you'd be the one to make it. Not hanging around with a bunch of bums in a dump like this.
Anybody home? When did you get back? This morning. Hi. I saw Cass at the community center.
Well, he must have been thrilled to see you.
Charlene, the whole trip home, all I could think about was kissing him. When I finally see him, he's with Lori Michaels.
No, don't tell me you and Cass fought about the lawsuit.
It was awful.
Oh, Frankie, I'm sorry.
I almost wish I had never left Oklahoma.
You don't mean that? Please don't say that.
You know, well, at least when the three of us were together, even though Mama was sick, we were together. We weren't fighting all the time. How are we going to fix this?
Frankie, I am working on a plan. And if it pans out, I'm hoping everything will be all right.
What kind of plan
You're
exactly?
just going to have to trust me for now.
I smell pumpkin pie.
This is John's favorite.
Yeah, Cass loves it too. Do you think there's any way we can be together for Thanksgiving?
Oh, honey, I don't think that's possible.
But you don't think that we can really behave ourselves for the holidays?
I would like to think that we could.
Well, then let's try, okay?
Can you picture Morgan setting foot in the same house as Cass? And John's having some of his own troubles right now.
Well, we'll just have to do it at Christmas then. I mean, nobody is unhappy at Christmas. We'll have it here at the farm, you know? We'll have Louisa and Gregory and Charlie. They'll decorate the tree, you know? And then we'll tuck them up all snug and warm upstairs, and then we'll come down here and we'll drink hot mulled cider in front of the roaring fire, and we'll put together doll houses and tricycles all night, and then when the kids come downstairs in the morning, their faces will light up, and we'll have to take lots of pictures, and it... Charlene, I'm sorry I didn't even ask. Is it okay that we have Christmas here? I mean, it's so special here at the farm. Charlene? Honey?
Alicia tells me that Carla's been having a pretty rough time of it since Ryan passed away.
Oh, yeah.
How's he doing?
Well, not very good, really. He's been terrible, actually, poor thing. That is when he deigns to make an appearance.
Sink is stopped up in the other room, Cecile. How about going to fix it?
Great. Catch you later, Cass.
I may be very busy, Cecile.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find time to squeeze me in.
How long is she planning to stay in town?
I wish I could answer that, but you know Cecile. She tends to stay places until she gets what she wants.
Hey.
Hi.
Got 2 seconds for your sponsor?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Well, that's what I'd like to know.
What?
Well, you've been coming to AA meetings, which is good, but you haven't said more than 2 words, which usually means there's a problem.
Oh, there's no problem. I just haven't felt like sharing, that's all.
Maybe it's not about drinking. Is it a man?
Now, why would you say that?
I don't know. Look on your face, maybe?
So, Hank,
I wish there was something I could do for you. Is there...
Well, ask for help. In for a hot meal. I got it. I'm skying up.
Where to?
Home.
All right, where's that?
Where the heart is. Remember that one?
Yeah.
See you later, Doc.
Well, let's see what's next.
Hey, little buddy. Did you come to visit the clinic today?
No, he didn't, Doctor.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Look, Lori, regardless of how this settlement affects me, I want you to know that I hold no ill will against you. Hey, John. No, Cass. Lori, we should get going.
No, Cass, it's okay. I wish you the best of luck, Dr. Hudson.
Thank you.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, how are you? What's the scoop on this little guy?
Oh, nobody knows. Child Services is taking him tonight.
Hey, how are you?
You thinking what I'm thinking? What's that?
I mean, John should be doing what he loves. You know, if it weren't for him at the hospital, both of our daughters would be dead now.
Right. He's an extraordinary man. A wonderful doctor.
There must be something we can do.
No. We've all tried. He insists on taking this burden all by himself.
That's a man for you. They can never accept it when they need help.
No, it's very frustrating, isn't it?
Well, I guess we just have to hope he has a guardian angel.
I don't know how comfortable I'm gonna feel at home until this bomber is taken care of. Maybe I should get a hotel room or stay with my mother until he's jailed.
Like I said earlier, I don't think you're in any danger. However, you might feel better if you don't spend too much time alone.
And where would I find the company?
Captain.
Yeah.
We just got a trace in the call from the last threat.
Do you know who it is?
The call came from a payphone corner of Bayview and Maine.
All right, I want every available officer in that area. I want you to dust for prints, look for fibers, question all the local merchants, street people. I want a description of anybody who was near that payphone.
Right, I got Tibbs and Adams on the way. I'm right behind them.
Lives are at stake, Detective. Let's go.
The call was a dead end, wasn't it?
Hey, Bay City's finest is going to do this job right. You have my word.
Thank you, Captain. Or is it okay to call you Gabe now?
Sure. Lorna. I meant what I said. Who's ever responsible for this is going to be hunted down and arrested.
Good. Because I really don't want to cancel the gala.
All the more reason to put this case to bed. We still have a date, right? I can't wait to see you in your strapless dress cut down to nowhere. That should do wonders for my libido.
I'm really glad I could be here today, Cass. I hope I was a help.
Are you kidding? You were wonderful. That little kid would have been completely lost if it hadn't been for
Well,
you.
he should be with his mother. No one should be alone for the holidays.
Do you have any place to go? You know, they throw a great party here. Half the town shows up to pitch in. Why don't you make a day of it and volunteer?
I really don't think so.
Come on. Maybe I can get Frankie to come down for a little while. What do you say?
I say, thank goodness I've got such a great friend.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Could we keep this between us for now?
Charlene, there has got to be another way.
There isn't.
Selling the farm is unthinkable.
Frankie, the farm is a house and some land. As long as I have my family, I can live anywhere.
Charlene?
In the kitchen.
Charlene, you were so right. Working at the clinic was the best thing. Hi, welcome home, Frankie.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Okay. Yeah? I'll call you. Or you call me.
I'll call you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
she all right?
Just tell me more about the clinic.
Well, first of all, there were tons of kids there. That's the best part. I mean, I've been so focused on one little boy's death that I've really forgotten what it's like to have all those little guys need you. Bay Area real estate sales? What's this?
Tonight on NBC, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is serving up a special one-hour all-new Thanksgiving episode, followed by an NBC world premiere event. Ken Olin and Lindsay Frost star in Dead by Sunset, tonight on NBC.
What a difference today makes.